Great morning, students. So, yesterday we were discussing about the chapter that is separation of substances, cleaning of food, and we have discussed about the methods of separation that is hand picking, sewing, threshing, winnowing, etc. And now we will going to discuss about sedimentation and decantation and some more methods like evaporation and condensation. So now let's discuss about these methods in details. And the second category is separation of insoluble solids from liquids. And the first method of the separation of insoluble solids from liquid is sedimentation. Sedimentation of two components in such a way that the heavier component settles down. For example, if you can see in the picture that the test tube is showing that in upside that there is a lighter liquid and in downward position there is a heavier substances which have settled down. And one more example that have you ever wondered why your mother soaks rice grains in water before cooking them? Do you know why she does that? She does that. This is to separate from the rice grains the insoluble solid like tiny pieces of straw, dirt, insect, etc. And in case the rice grains being heavier settle at the bottom and can be separated by sedimentation. And it is very important for sedimentation that one compound should be lighter than the other, for on the basis of that only they will be separated. And the second method is decantation. Decantation means the separation of two components that do not mix well with each other. For example, the separation of oil and water. While water settles down being heavier than oil, the oil forms the top layer which is then separated by decantation. For example, you can see in the picture that oil forms the top layer and the water which is the heavier component, that's why it settles down at the bottom. And the third method is filtration. Separation of solids from liquids either by using a filter paper or a strainer. For example, separating tea from a tea leaves using a strainer or separating mud from water using a filter paper. So filtration means the process by which two substances are separated by using a filter paper is called filtration. And you can see the example that a filter paper is put inside the funnel and keep a beaker below the funnel. Pour the muddy water into the filter paper cone using a glass rod, and what do you find after some time? That the clean water collects in the beaker while the mud particles remain inside the cone, and it is done through filtration. As it is very common method which is used in our home also, that how do we serve tea? After preparing tea we separate tea leaves, right? By using a strainer which is a wire mesh held in a frame, that the strainer in fact acts as a filter. Okay, so this is method which is used for filtration. Now the third category is separation of soluble solids from liquids. Now how will we separate the soluble solid from the liquids? Let's see how we separate them. And the first method is evaporation. Evaporation is the process of converting a liquid into its vapor form is called evaporation. Evaporation, in this process heat is used. As a result, the liquid component evaporates and leaving the solid component behind. So, this is the process from which we can convert a liquid form into a vapor form. Okay. And the next method is condensation. Condensation is the process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form is called condensation. It is the opposite method of evaporation. Now, you can do this activity at your home. For this activity, you have to take a pan and you have to pour some milk into the pan and cover it with a plate and remove the plate after a few minutes. Okay, and you will see that water drops under the plate that was used to cover the boiled milk. Okay, and the water vapor have condensed into its liquid form. that is water drops. Okay, and this explains the process of condensation. As you can see in the picture as well, that the water vapor condensed into liquid water after making contact with the surface of a cold bottle. Okay, and in the next picture, that is condensation of a window during a rain shower. Okay, if you take a hot shower, your window looks like a hazy surface. Okay, so you can see the water vapors on the window. So this is the process of condensation. And now we have completed this chapter, and tomorrow we will do its question answers. Okay, thank you for watching, students.